Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. Caught on the left side by Gibb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return comes Cobb. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He was
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Coleman now. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Eddie Jackson.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll drop here to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
10 yards on the
People
pickup.
worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Here's Foles. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
For a Chicago.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
David Montgomery, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. This is Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll go play action with McCarron sliding out of the pocket. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
McCarron's
Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know,
and this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Foles. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Foles. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
On the play.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Robinson.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Texans first down.
Now it's McCarron off play action. It's wearing the tight end with it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
McCarron from the gun on third. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw again on second down. Foles. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Foles looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Back to throw again. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Intended for 10.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And got his man complete. across the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And all this is taken him one-handed. What a catch. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Cordero Patterson. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete. Makello Witherspoon.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
On for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On second down, it's Coleman, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
To the 49-yard
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd and 11 now. McCarron. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, it's McCarron. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's McCarron. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year, but what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
No good. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw is McCarron. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will have a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
He is good. Makes the score Texans 21, Bears 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A first throw for the backup Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, 20, 10, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Single. Eddie's getting the ball here. Eddie's getting the ball. Man, I got you. Kill.
Out of of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
41.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They begin the drive with Coleman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. 13. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
On the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted. intercepted a third time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The backup Stidham, his first throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Texans 45, Bears 13.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Tevin Coleman, the ball
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.